Hello, good evening, Mr. Başboğa. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. What about you?
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to welcome you to our interview for our Erasmus Plus Dream Project. And I would like to thank you for your contribution from the beginning for our young people who will watch this interview and hopefully they will get inspired. And if you would like to start with a small introduction about yourself, your name, what are you doing, maybe your age, that will be perfect.
All right, thank you so much for welcoming here to me. My name is Ali Başboğa. I am Turkish citizen. I live in Istanbul. I am 24 years old. I am actually working in youth field. We are making Erasmus Plus projects. We have one informal youth group based on Istanbul. So I'm actually co-founder of Creative Youth Academy. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Mr. Başboğa. So you mentioned about Creative Youth Academy. I would like to ask you that what exactly Creative Youth Academy does?
Okay, Creative Youth Academy inspires the youth to involve the Erasmus Plus projects. Erasmus Plus, we are actually doing Erasmus Plus projects just because to let the young people those kind of opportunities. We need to first of all actually we need to talk about Erasmus Plus. What it is. Then we can let's say talk about the Creative Youth Academy, what we are doing. Erasmus Plus is actually a program, a European Union program that allows to young people to come together and discuss about some topics, and also it's actually the huge program. We can count in youth, sports, university exchanges programs. It's really a huge program. So according to this program, we are creating projects and involve the young people in our projects.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Mr. Başboğa. I would like to ask you, how did you start this initiative?
Okay. So in 2018, I was a university student and I was looking for some opportunities to go abroad to improve my English, my self competences. So I found out that there are some youth projects ongoing on. So I started to apply it at first. Then I got some approval from some organizations. My journey started like that. When I started to be involved, I said to myself, yes, why not? Why don't we do those kind of projects together with my, let's say, now he is my co-working, Emin. That's the reason my journey started in this way.
Perfect. So we can say that first you started individually, like to go to some projects, then you thought to create your own initiative, your own entrepreneurship journey, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yes.
also I would like to ask you that when did you start? Did you need some sources, some money or some help from some other people? And how did you manage to find these sources?
Okay, this is actually a really good question because if you don't know where to start, that can be really challenging. So that's the reason. First of all, I remember that I didn't know anyone. For sure, yes, I remember I started two projects, but you gain some networks, but those networks when you come your home, you cannot reach them quickly. That's the reason it was a kind of challenge for us. And when you want to learn something, you weren't we will not be able to to take those information. That's the reason we want you need to make some researches from Google, from from the official websites. First, we wanted to to check everything, how to do it, how to create an organization. So yeah, actually, we manage in this way, like by researching, then we learn a little bit, then take the other steps.
Perfect.
About there was also the second question about the, let's say, the budget. The Erasmus Plus program actually provides you budgets if you got approved. With this budget, you need to, let's say, manage everything. We both from these funds, we are doing this job actually. Actually, otherwise it's not possible.
I see. So, as I understand, you prepare your projects, and if they are approved, you get funding for them.
Exactly.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And I also wanted to ask you, you mentioned a little bit about challenges, about that reaching the information. And is there any other challenge that you faced during the last 4 years, I think, no?
Exactly. There was like all for whole business. There was. I remember. Yeah, we had a pandemic year, right? So during the pandemic, we had like, even though there was not my projects, but I know some coordinators, some organizations had many challenges with projects. They are all canceled. They couldn't realize their projects. That was the one of the biggest problem for the project coordinators who started to this work. So almost like 1 year, maybe less. We couldn't do anything, but for sure we proposed some projects. But if you cannot implement it, you cannot you cannot know what's gonna be happen.
Thank you very much for replying this, because this was also one of our questions, that how did you survive during COVID-19 pandemic, and how challenges you faced. So I think we already clarified this point. And I want to ask you also, did you ever failed before you start, or like how many times you failed, if it is available for you?
Okay. Fail is something different. Like about the projects, yeah, the fail is something. Yeah, this question is depending on the person, the people actually. How you are looking from. This is actually the perspective question for me. I wouldn't say that if my projects if my projects wouldn't get approved, I wouldn't say I failed, because this is actually the kind of race with other people. If you have really good idea, if you have a really good project, it will be approved from, not maybe from the, let's say, Turkish government, from the other funds, etc. If it is like really good, that means that this is not a fail or something. As a technically, for sure, we failed many times, but still, we are trying. We are trying to do our best, actually.
Yeah, perfect. Like also about that, you said you failed many times, and was it hard for you to start from the beginning again, or how did you find the courage, or how we can say that, how you wanted to start over again and again?
Okay, this is also, the kind a little bit mental questions. Are you a psychologist or something? Or I don't know, like, when you failed, this is for sure difficult. If a person says it's not a difficult, I think they are lying. For sure it's difficult, but they do not reflect that difficulty, maybe, right? Yeah, maybe they know how to overcome those kind of problems. That's the reason. This is actually their self development, as soft skills, actually, I will say. When I failed, actually I note it in my mind. I say to myself, I will not make those kind of failure again. So when I come across one more time, I say to myself, I am saying myself actually, yes, Ali, you know that problem, how it's gonna be solved, how you need to act, etc. Did you get what I mean?
Yeah, of course. So it
Yeah.
was like you supported yourself mentally. And I also want to ask, like, not only when you fail or something, but during those last years, did you get any support from someone or from outer source? Were there someone or I don't know, something that you got supported?
In Creative Youth Academy, we are actually like technically we are working like two people, but we have some volunteers. We have some volunteers that are helping us as well. My also my best friend, like also like he's my also he's also co-founder of Creative Youth Academy. We're all the time like supporting each other. So I can say that like there was a one person who supported me all the time. So yeah, besides that, we have like some volunteers, some project writers. We are doing our job together. Still, like I'm having like messages from them. So yeah, I all the time take supports, which is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, of course. And at this point, I want to ask you if in the future, you know that your videos will be published in our platform, and about the Creative Youth Academy, we will have some information. So I want to ask you if you are interested to support other young people as a mentor.
exactly. Why not? Because when we started, we didn't know anyone. If there will be anyone who wants to in this field, for sure, I can like easily help and support or mentor them by email, by phone. It doesn't matter. This is also we are also doing our job as online, so I can easily like help them if it's necessary.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you very much. I think
You're welcome.
hopefully the young people who are watching us will be happy to hear this also. So, so
I
let's
hope.
change the subject a little bit. And we have another question that is it important for you to have a good level of education to create a business or create as an entrepreneur?
This is also really interesting question. When you look at the biggest, let's say not biggest, maybe the richest entrepreneurs, maybe they have not bachelor degree or something, but for sure, about education, I am not sure, but for me, I think it's necessary to at least discover something. So I would say yeah, it's necessary. But for the creating organization, there is no like any, let's say, official legitimacy or let's say paperwork or something.
So, thank you very much. And also, I want to ask you because it is an important question to hear for us. What success means to you, and do you
Success.
find
Okay.
yourself?
I think having
Oh, sorry. And do you find yourself successful?
exactly. I will not answer this question by personally because like for me being successful is having a good team. That's the reason I have a good team. I think that's why I will say we are successful. Yes.
Perfect. So having a good team is something that brings you success.
Exactly. I mean, if you have a good team, you will reach your like the what you will reach your target. That's the reason I'm saying.
Thank you very much. And so, with Creative Youth Academy, um, we also would like to hear what are your future plans.
Okay, nice. It's really a good question. Actually, we started our business in Turkey. Then we initiated to our other networks in Europe as well. So for now, we have as far as I remember, like it's really, really big network for now. We are in Germany, Belgium, Romania, Hungary, Spain. Did I say Belgium? I think
Yeah.
Belgium. Yeah, like more than Austria, more than 7 countries. We launch our networks. So we are sending our projects. We are representing our projects through those organizations, which we call like Partner Plus. Partner Plus means that for us, Partner Plus means that we have a we have an organization there. We are able to represent our projects through the other national agencies. National agencies means the Erasmus official Erasmus Plus offices. So yeah, what was the question by the way again? I actually maybe
What are your future plans?
I lost myself. Future plans. Yes, maybe in other countries where we are not, such as in Norway, maybe we would like to establish or like initiate our networks in Norway, in France. Yes, we would like to be there actually.
To
Yeah,
make
the
your
basically
network
our
bigger.
future plans exactly expand our the networks.
So maybe we can also tell to the young people, maybe they would like to collaborate with you from Norway or France or from some other EU countries. So if you're interested, just
Yes, yes,
contact
like, yes,
Mr.
exactly.
Başboğa.
Exactly. We are totally interested if they would like to, reach us about, about making projects on Erasmus. Yes, for sure we can talk.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So,
This is actually partnership for us as well.
yeah, of course, and we are happy to have you here. So, um, we would like to also ask, what do you think is the most important, in your opinion, for a business?
For business.
So, and I would like to
I
also ask
think
that, do you think that what you're doing is a business? Because it's an entrepreneurship for sure. But do you think it's like you look like a business or it's something else for you?
this is both of them. I can say that this is also a business because we are organizing, the projects. Or while I am saying organizing, I mean that like we need to make some logistic stuffs to find some appropriate, let's say hotel or etc. While we are organizing our projects. This on the other hand, while we are like, I can say that this is a entrepreneurship stuff. Like we are, let's say, producing projects. Like we are making, let's say, making, bringing up to, the ideas in our proposals. So this is actually both of them. I can say that this is the actually the. Okay, do you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So okay, this is actually the one of the biggest challenge for us. You need to also to handle the business part at the same time. The entrepreneurship part.
Perfect.
There
So,
was also one question I
yeah,
think
yeah, in the
to
beginning,
ask.
I asked, what is the most important thing, in your opinion, for a business?
Yeah, this is for me so easy. The trust.
Trust. Would you like to
Yes, trust
elaborate
with
on
between the
it?
partners.
Okay.
I couldn't hear you well.
Would you like to explain a little bit about trust, or that's it?
Trust. Trust is trust, but I can try to explain. But like if you don't trust to anyone, you cannot make business. That's what I'm saying.
Perfect. Perfect. I think that is a really good question, really good answer. And thank you very much, Mr. Başboğa. So I have one last question for you. I mean, this is not actually a question. Would you like to tell? anything to the young people who are watching us now?
Okay, I will say it. I will say it to them. Just start. Like start to do something. I will just say that if they have like if they want to do something, just start. If you don't start, you will not start like in the future as well. That's the reason. If you want to do something, just start it now.
Perfect.
All right.
Thank you very much, Mr. Başboğa. I hope you enjoyed, because we are at the end of our interview.
I enjoyed.
And I would like to thank you to you on behalf of Dream Erasmus Plus Project Committee, and we really thank you for your support to our project, and hopefully you will also help the young people as mentors, and hopefully you inspired some of our youth that they are now doing their entrepreneurship courses, and maybe they will listen you and they will start. So it was our pleasure to have you today.
I hope so. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
Bye bye.